Good afternoon, my planty people. Well, I'm feeling rather conflicted and defeated here. I love this Monstera corner that I have created. However, um, I think I've got to bring these into my office. They, so I have two grow lights here. One clip one, which is not super great. But then I also have this very large Barina grow light, which is fantastic. And don't get me wrong, the plants are fine. They're fine with these grow lights. They are still growing. As you can see, I've got a little, oh, can't see, little baby coming up on my Tycon. I've also, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. Have a little baby coming up on my elbow, finally. And then the normal green one also has a leaf unraveling back there. So, yes, they're growing. They're fine. Um, it's just that I want these plants to, um, upsize and give me those really big inner fenestrated leaves. And unfortunately, I just don't think that these grow lights are going to do it for these plants. So I think I am going to bring them into my office to get as much light as possible because they will get the natural bright indirect to direct light from my office window. Plus, I have several grow lights in there as well. Um, it really seems to be the sweet spot for just about all of my plants, from what I've noticed. Any plant really that I ever struggle with, once I bring it into my office, it's pretty happy in there. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm kind of sad about it because I really love having this little Monstera corner in my living room. But like I said, if I want these plants to do what I want them to do, I need to give them more. Um, if I wanted them to just stay this size, and like if I was satisfied with the leaf size of these, they'd be fine, because like I said, they're growing, they're fine over here, they're totally fine. It's just not what I want to get out of them. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So that means though, because I have barely any room left in my office. So what that means is I have to figure out which plants from my office I'm going to bring out here and replace the Monstera corner with so that I can make room in my office for the Monsteras. um, so this will be an adventure as always. Um, so yeah, I'm going to get into it and I hope you guys enjoy. As always, I'm bringing you along on any and all of my planty adventures. So let's go. right here is where the Monsteras were. This was the Monstera corner in my living room. What I have replaced them with is a Dracaena compacta. Looks like a little pom-pom. Such a cutie. I've got one of the Ficus alii out here. I put it on a little table just to give it a little bit of height. I think it's adding a lot of drama to this corner. So I'm really not complaining. I actually really love how that looks in this corner. And last but not least, we have my larger braided money tree. This tree is been going through it for a while. I can't seem to find its happy place. I'm hoping this will be it. I love how all of this looks together. I'm actually pretty happy with how it came out. I know that I was sad having to move the Monsteras, but I think this actually came out really cute. I like it. We'll keep it for now. Alrighty, into the office. Actually quite pleased with how this turned out as well. I think I have made the correct decision for the lighting needs of the Monsteras, just so that I can get them to do what I want them to do, which is size up and give me, large inner fenestrated leaves. Because it's got one grow light, 2 grow lights, and then during the day it gets pretty good light in here from the window. So I think they'll be much happier in here. I mean, they were happy in the living room too with the Barina grow light, but I just don't think it's going to do what I want it to do. Little sidebar story time. In the middle of making this video, it's a Sunday for me right now. So I was like, oh, you know what? Let's get this out of the way. Let's move the Monsteras, swap them out with something. We got to figure this out. I keep putting it off. And so in the middle of recording this and rearranging, my boyfriend also has today off, and he's been working on a few of his drift cars. And he comes in and he's like, hey, do you want to go to Home Depot with me? And I'm like, I'm kind of doing something, but I mean, I guess, because there's plants at Home Depot. So, and I don't know, like if you guys have seen some of my previous videos, I have been finding some good ones lately at Home Depot. So I was like, all right, I guess I can take a break from this and go check out the plants at Home Depot. Why not? And so we get there, and surprisingly, I mean, unsurprisingly, considering it is November, it seems as though they're finally pretty cleared out of all of their plants. I did see 2 things that I was interested in, both being yucca trees. And I've had my eye on the yuccas for a little while now. It's just they're always either tiny or way too big. So there was a big one. There was like a 7-foot, like 3 to 4 trunk, 7-foot yucca tree. And then a little tiny 1 trunk, like 2-foot one. Of course, the little one did not have like any sort of sticker on it, no pricing, no sticker, no nothing. So I carried it through the store with me for about 20 minutes while my boyfriend got all of the stuff that he needed. And I get up to the cash register and I ask the person up there, like, hey, this didn't have a sticker or a tag or anything on it. There was one other one over there, but it was like 4 times the size of this. And she walks over there and she's like, yeah, okay, well, this one's priced at $80. And I'm like, yeah, because it's huge. And she was like, well, the vendor is the one who does the pricing. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not going to spend $80 on this tiny 2-foot yucca that already looks like it's not doing well because you guys at Home Depot don't really know what you're doing with the plants. Like, low key, sorry, not trying to be rude, but I always tend to have some sort of issues with the Home Depot finds, such as the last plant that I got from Home Depot was this little Fukian tea tree bonsai, and I love the shape of it, but it is falling apart. I think it's got some sort of fungal issue going on. So I think that will be next planty task, is trying to take this apart. Give it a good fungal spray down, hoping that I can try to save it. But yeah, another Home Depot find. Okay, anyway, end of story, end of rant. Thank you for listening. I managed to get all of the Monsteras in here. This is the big green one. I put it on a little table just to give it a little bit of height. I have both of the propagations that I just potted up down here, and then the little vase of water propagations that are still propagating down here. I stuck the elbow like on top of my Ficus altissima pot. I mean, it kind of fits right there for now, so it'll work, I guess. Still so excited about the new little baby coming up. And then I put the Thai constellation over here. It seems that all of them are getting really optimal light in here. And like I said, during the day, between all of the grow lights and the light that comes in from the window, I think that this will be the most optimal place for these Monsteras to hopefully size up and give me some of those beautiful inner fenestrated leaves that I'm wanting so badly. I'm not going to say it's all going to stay like this, because you guys all know me by now. Every time I say, oh, hopefully I can keep it this way over winter, this has got to be the third or fourth time I have rearranged in this room since saying that. So we all know how this goes, but as of right now, I'm happy with it. I love how it came out. I love the corner in the living room. I love how that came out as well. I'm actually quite impressed. I didn't think that it was going to come out quite as good, but I like it. I like how everything came out, and hopefully the plants will be happy in their new spots. All right, well, that was my swapping out my Monstera corner adventure for today. I thank you all so much for joining me on my planty journeys and planty adventures. And I hope you all have a wonderful, planty, fantastic, spectacular day. And I'll see you guys in the next one.